Hey everyone, so excuse this horrible camera quality. I'm a little sick right now, but nevertheless, I wanted to give a quick little tip on how you can create better titles for your YouTube really quickly with the assistance of AI. And specifically, we're going to be using AI as an aid to help give us ideas on the best way we can create titles. So let me just show you what I mean here. So this is Avon Collis, is a really good mate. He just released this video 2 hours ago. He's at 7 views. And like honestly, really solid content. He's grown massively really quickly. So this is definitely worth a watch. But I wanted to show you something very specifically, which is his title, which is Unboxing Unleashed Inventory. Now, you can't look at a title without also looking at a thumbnail because people see them in tandem together on the YouTube platform, which is this one here. So Unboxing Unleashed. So Unleashed Unboxing, something like that. And like honestly, as far as thumbnails go, really well done in terms of, when you're starting out, you don't want to go crazy on them because there's a reward ratio and you've got to get a certain amount of content out. And if you're spending too much time, then blah, blah, blah. But nevertheless, I think this Unboxing Unleashed Inventory could be a little bit better. So the way it usually works is that you want your thumbnail to grab people's attention. And I think it does by having the logo clear as day right here. And then this gives a lot of nice little bit of information like, hey, this is what you're going to see. It's a bold red color. It grabs your attention quickly and it grabs the appropriate person's attention quickly thanks to this logo. But sometimes, it's sometimes with a title, it's good to be able to give them a bigger reason why to watch. So it's an inventory management program. So if you have if you're managing your inventory through Xero right now and it's not handling the workload or it's really slow and it's costing you a lot of money, you may want to look at Unleashed. This is a review to see if it's right for you. It sort of says that, but it could almost say that a little bit better. So here's where I recommend using a few tools to come up with a better idea. So I've got a plugin here called Merlin, and we're going to be using Merlin and ChatGPT in itself to help us here. But Merlin's the first one. And in this, Merlin is essentially, it uses ChatGPT to automate Google queries, but also you can summarize YouTube videos with it. So if I click on this, it uses up 4 credits and you get like 51 a month or something. So you could do this about 10 times a month and still not pay anything for this. And this is now going to take a second. Oh, here it is. Well, didn't even take a second really. And so basically what it does is it gives you bullet points. It's also a really good way of looking at long form videos, but it gives you bullet points on what was talked about. Now, what I will do here without even really looking at what it's done, I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to take this over to ChatGPT. All right, and we're back. Turns out I didn't have a prompt created for this specific purpose, so I've gone and made one right now, which I'll just paste in right here. Create compelling YouTube video titles based on the given transcript summary. The purpose of the video is blank and the target audience is blank. I want to rank for the keywords, fill in keywords. So this is a template thing I've put in here already. So the way this would work is first up, I'm going to copy the summary we got before. I'm going to paste this down the bottom and then I'm just going to assume, so don't take this as what Avon, the man who manages Relevate YouTube channel, actually wants, but let's just fill in these blanks. The purpose of the video is to review Unleashed Inventory software and help explain who it's best for, who it best suits. And the target audience is business owners. I want to rank for the keywords. So the biggest ones here I would put in is, obviously first thing is Unleashed Inventory. I would also maybe put in like 0. And we'll see what it comes back with. This might confuse AI because it doesn't know that we want to say, hey, this is better than 0, but we'll see what AI figures out through its own intelligence. Unleashed Inventory, 0, review. Those are probably the big ones we need. And then we can just hit enter. We don't want to copy and paste these now. This is where most people get ChatGPT wrong, is that ChatGPT is really good at giving us ideas, but it has no wisdom if this is actually going to work. It's full intelligence only. So we have to go through these and with our own human gut go, yes, this is actually the best suggestion. And you should be able to go, yeah, that was actually a better suggestion than what I have. Or with this one tweak, it's a better suggestion than what I have. So going through these right now, let's just read through them. How to take control of your inventory and product reporting. Like, to me, that makes sense. And maybe inventory and production reporting isn't exactly what's intended by this, but Avon, if he was to do this through his expertise, could go, look, it's actually inventory management or something like that. So, but then you could just simply copy this, paste across, manage it how you want, and boom. But you've given yourself a really good title. Now, another little quick suggestion is once they've given you these suggestions, I'm going to edit this follow-up response. I'm going to show you a few follow-up responses I like using. Okay, and so for some reason, my recording stopped working, but nevertheless, here it is, and let me just run through what happened. So essentially, this is another template follow-up prompt. You just copy and paste this after, and it's going to give you 10 new suggestions, but it's going to be using these like common, like quick tips and tricks that you would use to make your title more engaging as it is. So I don't like putting this in at the beginning because it kind of like burdens itself and really sticks to it if you put this in the first prompt. But when you make it a follow-up prompt, it'll take these existing prompts and modify them to actually fit your needs. And so I find you get much better responses by breaking it up into these two sections. And so in this one here, it's the three suggestions are using adjectives or describing words in all caps. Especially with a lot of reviews, there's usually a adjective that makes this compelling to review. So for instance, this is the easiest software. Here's the free solution. Like some describing word attracts a specific target audience to that product. And so by putting that in all caps, you're really helping shout out to them specifically. And again, gives you more clicks in. So that's what this one's for. This one here is a very simple marketing term. And whether it can do a good job or not is another thing. I've thrown it in there and it seems to have worked. But that's a general gut feel. You don't really need this point 2. And point 3 is consider using rhyme or alliteration to make the title sound smarter. That one's pretty standard. And it's done a really good job with point 3 and point 1. So you can see here, Unleashed, Ultimate. Great. The ultimate, like that means ultimate makes you feel comprehensive, the one and only solution you need, or the best. So it's not really, it's saying like, hey, this is probably going to cost money, but it's probably going to be worth it if it's a big problem for you. And ultimately, I think that's what Avon was trying to go for. So ultimate's a great describing word. This is actually a fantastic title if I was to think of one. So just, that's basically what I wanted to put there, is that this follow-up prompt can really just help you give better versions of it as well and just see, hey, how could you play with these titles? That's all I wanted to share with you there. I hope you found this helpful. If you got any comments, feedback, you made any titles, please leave them in the comments below. If you're stuck with anything, leave them in the comments below. I do check them every couple of days, and I'd be more than happy to help answer any questions that are needed. Thank you very much.